Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a reading for sign of Sagittarius, and keep in mind that this will not resonate for every Sagittarius. If you'd like a personal reading, that's going to be the first link in the description down below. You'll also find a bunch of other things there in the description. You can find my Etsy shop, my shirt store, my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon. You'll also find my Ko-Fi, which will be in the comments. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. But Sagittarius, before we get into your reading, you'll find in the comments that there'll be like a full moon intention wishing spell thing. If you click on that and you click donate, you can get a gift, which can be at random. What you'll get will either be a stone, a crystal, a pin, a shirt, or so on. Sagittarius, and while you're donating, set your intention on what it is you want, because it's an intention wishing spell for this next full moon. Let this be, and make sure it is positive. Okay? What are the changes in your life that you're wanting? So let us see what Spirit's message is for you here, Sagittarius. Alright. Number 38 with the comma of Kali. So comma being that of pleasure. Sagittarius. And this talks about things of pleasure coming into your life. This talks about blessings. This talks about, good things happening here. Alright? It is blessings without endless effort. Okay, Sagittarius, so things are going to be flowing to you more easily. But let me read you more about this card and explain to you more and more about it. So she is completely and utterly in love with your divine essence, and in her love bestows endless gifts. Your path need not be one of endless effort. Connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment with an intention to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through softening and opening your heart is an act of worshiping the divine feminine. Relax into the presence of what is as you slow your pace in making swifter progress. It says karma is a Sanskrit word that refers to the sweet stuff of life, pleasure, emotional fulfillment, and being completely present so we can experience life through all the senses. So it is also sensuality and physical vibrancy. Without the quality of karma, our experiences of life can become dry, bleak, and intimidating, a joyless existence with simply more tasks to be completed. If we are feeling exhausted, lacking in qualities of delight and lightness of heart, then we have become deficient in karma. It says, sacred pleasure. In the realm of the goddess, the enjoyment of life is a sacred act of devotion, gratitude, and celebration. In the throes of profound change and transformation, we can feel disconnected from our joyfulness. It's as though it were akin to the bright days of summer, and we are midwinter, wondering how as it ever was that we could frolic in about barely anything, and we now feel the need to cover ourselves with abundant protective layers. This is to be expected during times of intense suffering when we are dealing with an issue that has elicited grief or anger. Yet, if we allow our minds to remain open to the possibilities of joyfulness and pleasure, they can find their way through, like the sun breaking through the clouds to bring us comfort. The oracle can indicate that not only a more pleasurable way of being is a part of your future, but also an offering of pleasure now, even if you're struggling to ease the strain and make the way easier overall. Accessing pleasure requires embodiment, a connection with the senses and the subtle nuances of feeling and beauty. Through embodiment, it is easier to receive healing. It can manifest through the uplifting scent of aromatherapy, the warmth of a shower, gratitude for a safe and comfortable place to sleep, sumptuous of warm clothes, or a satisfying meal. The delight of playful silliness in animals, the nutty sense of humor of a beloved human, simple appreciation for the flow of breath, or for the openness of being that spontaneously occurs in response to an expansive vista of trees and mountains. Karma is a spiritual practice of presence that leads us into joy, even ecstasy and bliss. It is the juiciness of feeling truly alive. If we have a complicated or confused attitude towards pleasure, a natural need for it can be denied or oppressed. Yet, it will not disappear. It will arise in some indulgent addiction or peculiarity of behavior which creates suffering because it is not the natural expression of a natural need. Kali of karma helps us reconnect to our need for pleasure in its healthy expression. The oracle speaks of a gift entering your life from the will of goddess. It's an invitation to relax and receive. Sometimes we may unconsciously attribute to divine will with intentions to demand more and more of us, yet the divine will has our best interests at heart. When we need to develop strength, it will certainly provide the experiences necessary for us to do so. But it will also provide sweetness and pleasure which we can embrace, or not, using our free will. Oracle speaks of a need to embrace pleasure in the many gifts of the goddess. This is not an indulgence, it can actually help you make progress on your spiritual path. To be able to embrace joyfulness as a gift, it provides us with relief and release when the path has been truly difficult. It is the summer to the soul's winter. To grow, we need both. The Kali comments a message that we should not discard our need for pleasure. So much of what society promotes as pleasure is little more than disembodied escapism that creates further suffering rather than healing. The natural and enhancing experiences of pleasure, however, are mystical medicine. We can only access it through present spontaneity and connection to ourselves and life. The common Kali is genuinely healing. That is how we recognize sacred pleasure. Through its effect, it has far-reaching positive consequences and leads to more energy, commitment, and discipline as a natural response to alleviation of excess pressure. This teaching is not about becoming hedonistic or pursuing pleasure at any cost, without wisdom or benefit. Instead, the Oracle asks us to engage with pleasure as an act of worshiping the goddess. When divine worship is genuine, it doesn't add to the suffering of the world, but aids relief. To understand this, we can give up the notion of pleasure as selfish and begin to associate it with the sacred. The Oracle brings comfort. It speaks of the forthcomings of grace of pleasure in your life and in your capacity to truly be with it as an act of blissful divine devotion. There's an invocation ritual. Reflect for a moment on your most pleasurable experiences that awaken joy and gratitude in your heart. Let that feel good. Gaze at the Oracle image. The lotus is a symbol of divine beauty and the pleasure it brings. Allow it to represent whatever you need at the moment, even if you don't consciously know what that could be. Be open and simply allow for the sensation of your heart being filled with such sweetness and delight that it causes a purging of old energies and an expansive sensation of floating, freedom, and love. Let your heart rest in this beauty now. Let your soul relax. You may like to repeat the mantra of the goddess Kali and the goddess Lakshmi to seal in these gifts of the goddess and allow them to multiply in your life for the spiritual benefit of all beings. And I'll put this mantra in the comments below. It says, finish your hands with the prayer. Hands in a prayer. If you have completed your process. Alright, Sagittarius, with this blessings, pleasure, good things. Okay? So, what I have for you now is get some random charts yourself. You have the number 4. Number 4 can be the number of the earth. Alright, Sagittarius, number 4 can have more meanings to you. You have both the sun and the moon. This is a state of balance, Sagittarius, connected with both the sun and the moon. You have sun god Ra, this Egyptian snake goddess. The dragon, which you're connected to. The dragon can be the Chinese zodiac sign of the dragon. Dragon can be power, strength, good luck, prosperity, supernatural powers. You also have the rainbow on it, which can be like promises, can be like ascension and things like that. We have obsidian, which is a protective stone. A big breakthrough you're going through. There's an opening for you, Sagittarius, and you're getting more strength here. So, that's all I have for you. Like I said, first link description down below for personal reading. Also go to my Etsy shop, go and go check that out. You can go support me on Ko-Fi and full moon intention wishing spell in the comments. And if you want to see more content, definitely subscribe. Bye guys.